Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Male seahorses and male pipefish and sea dragons, who are close relatives, are the most well-known and extraordinary fathers of the animal kingdom, as they are the only males that undergo pregnancy. A seahorse dad can carry up to 2,000 eggs for 2 to 4 weeks in his belly pouch and does similar things that a human mother does. Please continue watching to find out more.
Tanshi means hello in Machif. Lovely viewers, I am Malcolm, the vegan red fox from the fascinating Métis Nation homeland. The animals and people here wish you God's blessings every day. Welcome to our program, The Coolest Animal Dads Part 1 of 2. Being a father is one of the toughest jobs in the world, and their love is often underrated. It takes a tremendous amount of work and caring to be a good dad for both humans and animals alike. In this two-part program, I will introduce some of the greatest animal papas I know of, who demonstrate the essence of fatherhood through their dedication and sacrifices for their young. The first great fathers in the animal kingdom to discuss are the red fox dads. In March, when the babies are born, the father shares the burden of raising the new arrivals, while the mother stays in the den to nurse and care for the babies. He will bring her food every 4 to 6 hours. When the cubs start coming out of their abode to explore the world, Dad will play as well as groom and lick them to show his affection. Once the young foxes grow bigger, he stops delivering food to them. This is Daddy's tough love, even though it's hard for him to do. He hides food nearby and covers it with twigs and leaves to train his young cubs to forage it for themselves. Eventually, Dad begins to take his offspring on trips to teach them the survival skills needed for life. As you can see, Dad red foxes love their little ones as much as their mothers. What attentive and indulgent fathers they are! Another amazing wonder of the animal kingdom is the daddy flamingo. Flamingos are true believers of gender equality, as they share parenting responsibilities evenly and rear their babies from start to finish. Flamingo dads help their mate select the nesting site and build the nest using sticks, stones, and mud. Making a mound is labor-intensive, as it takes as long as 6 weeks to create one for their offspring. The mother usually lays 1 egg at most, and the parents take turns to guard and incubate it. After the little one has hatched, they feed their chick with crop milk, which is a nutritious secretion rich in fat and protein produced from the glands in their upper digestive tracts. The substance contains a tiny amount of blood and canthaxanthin, a carotenoid that is a natural pigment and comes from their diet. Providing the crop milk depletes internal canthaxanthin reserves, and thus the flamingo parent's signature pink color temporarily fades during the feeding period. After the chick leaves the nest and joins other babies in groups called crushes, the parents still can identify their offspring within the bunch by recognizing their young one's unique call. They keep feeding the chick with crop milk until they grow large enough to survive on their own. Flamingo fathers are super dads indeed. Oh, have I forgotten to mention that the female flamingo chooses her male partner at the beginning? Actually, different versions of gender role reversal happen in several species of birds, fish, amphibians, and insects. For example, the red-necked phalarope is a small shorebird that nests near tundra pools in the Arctic region of Eurasia and North America. Phalarope females have more colorful feathers and are larger than males, and take the lead in courtship. After a male has been chosen, he will always follow his lady. They build a nest together. After the female lays her eggs, she will fly south for the winter and leave the male to hatch the eggs. The single dad has to sit for a 3-week incubation period, and then will care for the chicks. His duller plumage gives him a good camouflage while sitting on the nest. I'm going to pause now for a quick nap. We'll continue with our discovery of cool animal dads after this constructive message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to The Coolest Animal Dads Part 1 of 2 on Supreme Master Television. We will now continue sharing with you intriguing facts about other super animal fathers around the globe. The daddy longlegs, which has existed on Earth for more than 300 million years, is named after their extra long legs compared to their body size. They are often mistaken for spiders. Just like the vast majority of spiders, they are not poisonous. In some varieties of daddy longlegs, it's the male that raises the babies alone. The fathers have to be on the eggs for months to guard them, and they seldom eat or even move during this period. According to research, a particular variety living in the Brazilian rainforests was noted as losing weight while guarding their eggs, but they did not suffer long-term health deterioration. The researchers concluded that it's most likely because the caring dads did not move much, making them less exposed to predators than other individuals. In other words, their caretaking efforts actually give these remarkable fathers survival benefits. Interestingly, the term Daddy Longlegs is the name of an inspiring novel written by the American writer Gene Webster, published in 1912. The protagonist, Judy Abbott, leaves her orphanage because a mysterious benefactor offers to pay for her college education. One time, she glimpsed the shadow of her patron, and noting he was tall, gave him the nickname Daddy Longlegs. The outstanding novel has been adapted by numerous movies, musicals, and animated films. While the male daddy longlegs guard their eggs sitting still, Darwin's frog dads carry their babies around in their mouths. Named after the famed British evolutionary biologist Charles Darwin, and native to the forests of Chile and Argentina, the father frog initially guards the eggs after they have been laid. About 20 days later, he puts the larvae into his mouth to develop inside his vocal sac, which protects them from dangers. There, they hatch into tadpoles and finish growing in the sac over a 50 to 70 day period. Finally, the father coughs up full-grown baby frogs into the world. No other amphibians are known to look after their young this way. Sadly, the northern Darwin's frog is now possibly extinct, and their sister species, the southern Darwin's frog, is nearing extinction. For 2 decades, their population has experienced a steep decline, mainly due to a fungus lethal to amphibians around the world called chytrid. Breeding stations have been set up in Chile and Germany, as well as in other places in Europe, to save these tiny critters. A leader in Darwin's frog research, Dr. Claudio Soto Azat, said it well. We may have already lost one species, the northern Darwin's frog, but we cannot risk losing the other one. There is still time to protect this incredible species. Male seahorses and male pipefish and sea dragons, who are close relatives, are the most well-known and extraordinary fathers of the animal kingdom, as they are the only males that undergo pregnancy. A seahorse dad can carry up to 2,000 eggs for 2 to 4 weeks in his belly pouch, and does similar things that a human mother does. This pouch operates very much the same as a human mom's uterus, providing the embryos with nutrients and oxygen, removing their wastes, supplying antibacterial molecules, and regulating the blood flow, salinity, and temperature levels for the little ones. When the young seahorses are ready to be born, their father gives birth through energetically costly muscular contractions, just like human mothers. Scientists theorize that their unique reproductive strategy enhances the species' survival rate, as a female can prepare more eggs during the male's pregnancy. The survival rate of baby seahorses is higher than most other fish species due to the protection provided by this pouch. As a dedicated and adorable caring father, seahorse dads truly deserve a cool daddy recognition. Aren't these animal fathers fascinating? Please join us again next week on Friday, June 19th. For part 2 of The Coolest Animal Fathers, when we will introduce more extraordinary daddies in the animal kingdom. Courageous viewers, we appreciate your company for today's program. Up next is the re-air of Whoever Repents Will Go to Heaven, part 3 of 3, on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May we be ever grateful for the loving care of God.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/AW.
Naše programy nabízejí více jazyků. Prosím, navštivte suprememastertv.com/schedule a suprememastertv.com/AW.